What's up, everybody? DJ Twisted here, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. Well, it's actually a game commentary. I know it's a channel for my music videos and everything, but I decided to do a commentary today because, well, I don't really release songs very often because I get very frustrated when I try to make songs because obviously I'm not that great at it yet. My songs honestly are pretty bad, but, well, they're not really bad, they're not that creative, I guess maybe you could say, or not that, it feels like there hasn't been enough time put into them, even though I spent hours on just one song trying to get things right, sometimes multiple days and weeks even if I really like the song and I want it to come out good, so apologize for that. But I'm doing this. I'm probably going to do this from now on because it's like an in-between thing for my songs, you know.
Contested kill.
It is cool. I used to do this on another channel and figured I'd do it on here as like a side project, because I enjoy playing games and commentating on them. It's like really fun for me. So this is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Ha, that was an old one. Assassin's Creed Revelations. This is the multiplayer, and I love the multiplayer in this game. It's addicting, fun as hell, and it's creative. I mean, I didn't play Brotherhood, so I don't know what the multiplayer on that was like, but I'm sure it was pretty awesome, and this is like a refined version of that. So I'm happy with it, and I enjoy playing it. So I'm going to probably be uploading videos for this. Also, my computer hardware is not the best. My graphics card I'm sorry, I'm stuttering a lot. My graphics card God damn. My graphics card can pretty much run everything. It's just my other shit's holding me back. Like my motherboard is very old. My processor's very old. It's about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, which obviously doesn't seem very old, but they do get old after, like, that computer hardware just, it goes out so fast before you have to upgrade, so it's relatively old, and my motherboard and RAM are horrible. My processors aren't too bad. It's a quad core with 2.5 GHz, but like my RAM is 600 MHz DDR2, and that is horrible. I pretty much think that's what's holding me back with stuff, is my RAM. Only my RAM. Everything else is fine. My computer works all good and everything. It's just the RAM. I can play a lot of games on Macs because of my card, but some of the really RAM intensive ones don't work very well on Macs. I mean, you know, it just doesn't work. So I managed to play this on Macs and record at the same time at a lower res, of course. I put it on an HD 720p. And it's a little weird, but I mainly did it because Assassin's Creed, for some odd reason, will not show a full screen without black bars unless you put it in a 10:9 ratio. So that's mainly why I had to put it in. It should still come out as good quality, I'm pretty sure, because it's still an HD ratio, resolution and all that. But yeah. So onto my music. Honestly, lately I've been getting into rapping. Like, I'm not good at it or anything. I'm not even gonna boast at all, because I'm horrible at it. But I am practicing. I'm getting better at it, and I plan on buying a professional mic so I can actually record myself. This mic that I'm using now for this is a little piece of shit mic that I got with a headset. That was a really good headset, but the mic is just horrible. It's not even on the headset, for fuck's sake. It's just a piece of shit clip-on. So I need to work on getting a better mic. The mic that I'm looking at is around $120, I think. So I'm gonna have to save a little bit for that. But when I get it, I should be starting to, like, you know, release stuff. I honestly would like to do, like, you know, hip hop beats, and because that corresponds with my rap. I'm sure I could rap probably over fucking, you know, like D&B or dubstep or maybe even hardstyle. But obviously, rapping goes best when you mix it with hip hop styles. So I'm going to be downloading a sample pack for hip-hop one of these days, and I'm going to be making beats. I'm going to be making my own beats for it, which is pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of people who just rap, and they have people who produce their music for them. But I like to do everything myself. I've been that way since I was young. Everything that, if I have to use someone else's stuff, I do it sometimes because, you know, you have to. I mean, if you make all the sounds in a song yourself, it's extremely hard to do and nearly impossible, so that's pretty much how that worked out, but that's okay because it's not bad to use other people's things. Like some people seem to think that way, but as long as you're actually, like, you know, putting into it and not just copying them, it's not really that bad. I mean, I think a lot of newer age artists actually use this technique. So yeah, that's going good. I'm practicing rapping a lot. I mean, I'm not like amazing at it. Definitely not even near as good as a lot of my favorite artists, like Hobson, Eminem, uh, Twist. Wait, no. I can't remember the other one's name because it's kind of new. Like, I've been getting into a lot of new artists lately. Like, I found Hobson, and I just gotta admit that guy's really good at rapping. He's kind of what's inspiring me right now is him to rap and try this. But it's just a new thing to do. The main reason I wanted to switch my talents and what I'm doing is because, to be completely honest with you, I'm not enjoying producing music. It was fun, and it is fun until you get extremely irritated with what you're doing, and it's just not even fun after that. I guess people could use the argument, you just gotta keep trying, and if you get irritated, just quit out and try it again later. But for now, I'm just gonna go with rapping and producing hip-hop beats, because hip-hop beats are relatively simple usually. You just gotta make sure they're catchy, along with the lyrics. Lyrics gotta be catchy too. So I'm working with that, and my dream goal, I really don't know what I want to do yet, to be completely honest. Like, if somebody would ask me what I want my job to be when I get older, I would pretty much tell them that I really have no idea. There's lots of things that I would love to do. Like, for instance, I would like to be a musician. A guitarist would be great. The only problem is guitars are pretty expensive. You can get a cheap one, but that's another thing is I hate having the lowest quality of something, or not the lowest, but not necessarily. I don't have to necessarily have the best, but if I have something that's subpar, I just can't stand it. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, really. I wonder if I have OCD sometimes, so it just makes me curious. But I don't know. I mean, it's working out. I might just break down and get a cheap guitar one of these days because I just love playing guitar. Even if you can't play it for shit, you gotta play guitar one of these days. If you have a friend who has one, it's fun as hell. I mean, seriously, one of the funnest things you will do, I think, personally. It's just hella fun. Jamming out, if you don't know shit, is hella fun. And then when you learn your chords, a couple of the basic chords, and then you can design your own chords, it's extremely fun. So being a guitarist is something I would want to be. A drummer would also be something else that I would want to get into. But all these things cost money. These instruments cost money, obviously. So I'm trying to decide what I want to put my money to that would be best to my interests. And I think I've decided that rapping would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put my money into a professional mic that works really well. If there's any spatters or voices or not voices, but any wind blows or anything on my mic, I apologize for that. This mic is a piece of shit. I have to boost it because it's so shitty and it's quiet as hell. So there may be a bit of static in the background. If so, I apologize for that. But I hope you guys like what I'm doing with this. Obviously, I'm just talking about what's going on right now because this is my first one I'm gonna do of these. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go into other games and stuff because, like I said, my computer hardware is shit, and it's fine when I play games, but when I try to play it with fraps, it doesn't work out too well. So this one happens to work. Even on max graphics, it doesn't lag as long as I'm on a lower res and everything, because it's not super RAM intensive, I don't think. But that's fine. I like to use this. I'll try other games, of course. I mean, on my old account and everything, I used to try Modern Warfare and Black Ops and all that, and it just doesn't work without RAM. The proper RAM that you need, it doesn't at all. You have to have pretty decent RAM to be doing that kind of stuff, record with no lag. I used to think it was my hard drive and my graphics card, but I was bummed when I got my $200 graphics card, and it just didn't really help with the fraps lag. The game started running a lot better, but fraps it's a RAM eater, man. That shit will just own your computer if you do not have the proper specs for it. So if you're gonna get into commentaries and doing all that stuff, good for you. That's a good idea. I think commentaries are awesome, but do not do it unless you have the RAM and all that. You will be disappointed, trust me. It's not fun when you freaking buy a part and you try to record and you realize it doesn't work because you missed a part that's really important. And honestly, I believe the most important parts to recording with fraps, excluding what you need to make the game run flawlessly and everything, is a good hard drive, second hard drive, not first hard drive. Some people can record with no problem on their first hard drive, but a second hard drive reduces the load on your hard drive extremely, and a hard drive is extremely important. Your hard drive usage is important because you need to have one focused on the game and one focused on recording, because recording takes quite a bit of hard drive usage as well, constantly transmitting all that data. I mean, fraps gives in huge amounts, so. But anyway, just keep that in mind if you're going to start commentating and all that stuff. And make sure you have the RAM to do it. My RAM is so shitty, and oh my god, it doesn't work for me. Obviously, like I've said 500 times, it doesn't work. And I hope I helped a couple people with this, because I started out being stupid like that. Maybe it's just a dumb mistake that only I did, but you know, it's whatever. Anyway, the video's coming to an end, and the game is almost over, so I'm going to cut this off here. Thank you guys all for watching. I'm going to do this to get additional views to my channel, maybe get my songs more open, because people like this, they might check out my songs, you know, maybe get into them. But thanks for watching, and please rate, subscribe if you want. I'm not going to be one of those, oh my god, subscribe, please, come on, subscribe. I don't care. It's up to you. I just would appreciate it if you did, but it's not a big deal. Thank you for watching. Have a good one, guys.